Okay, so welcome everyone to another episode of Kickstart with Rohan. And after a long episode, we are again back with a candidate from a computer science background. So please welcome the guest for today's episode, Mr. Shayok
Hi
Ghosh.
everyone.
Welcome, Shayok, to my show, and thanks for accepting the invitation in this busy schedule. Also, in this work from home situation, I know being as a software computer science background, there are lots of things. Work from home is a hectic schedule. Yes, I can feel that. But still, yes, you managed to give us time. Thanks for that.
It's a pleasure.
Just giving an introduction to Shayok. As I told, he has completed his BTech from CSC, and presently he is working at Cognizant as a programmer analyst trainee. So previously I've also done on a computer science background, but they are from TCS. So he's a guy from Cognizant. So we'll have different aspects of what the company thinks, market scenario, and other aspects of the computer science domain. So let's just opening up the chat as usual for that how you are dealing with this work from home scenario for this last about 6 months.
See, basically the thing is, in the initial days, we are very much excited. So work from home, this situation will come. We don't need to travel. Everything will be from home. Very much excited. So after that, when we get into the situation, the real pain we are understanding. Not only me, most of my colleagues. Okay, this is the it's kind of tough situation, but that also depends on which technology you are trained under, because not every technology is same. So my situation, I will say, it's almost it's good. I can say it's a balancing. Or another factor is that you will have to know how your technical lead in a group and how the team members, how much they are forcing you on every task. So from seeing in every aspect, I see myself in a good position, I will say. Not like that other colleagues I have seen, but this technology and my team members are almost very friendly, and they mean that 9 hours means you have to do 9 hours
9
only.
hours only.
After that you study, but for yourself.
Okay.
So I think
Okay.
it's a good.
Yeah. Okay, Shahak, now as a programmer analyst trainee, what is your job profile or just an overview of the job profile of what you do?
See, basically, the entry level freshers in this Cognizant are assigned under programmer analyst training. Okay. So the job role is basically the same for every means in the initial days for for every company. It's basically the same. The thing is that you have to know which domain of technology you are trained under, because your job profile will differ from every domain and every technology you are trained with. So the thing is that I have got a development role also on a very small scale. Actually, I get to administer. I mean, there is a profile administration in Salesforce. There is a profile administrator. I get to administer on related tasks. And besides this, there are very housekeeping tasks which are internal. I will say internal tasks. So the thing is, almost everything you have to do, but I get to do something on administering our Salesforce CRM. This is
Now, being as a computer science background students, there are lots of programs, other assignments, projects you have gone through so far of your BTech curriculum of 4 years. So, what is the application of those knowledge do you found in your present job profile? Or is this very much relevant to that, or something else you are shifting from your this one focused area to something other things? What's the situation?
this is a very good question, I will say, because most people think that whatever we will do in our 4 years BTech, that will be implemented exactly into our actual corporate fields when
Yes,
they are into
yes.
it. So I don't think that that is the case. The thing is that, see, the basics of everything is important. Okay, you have AI in computer science. You have AI algorithm, C++, data structure, machine learning. I will not say. There are also other technologies. But see, not only this, but the basics. If you are clear, no, it will help in the long run. See, like this, I have been trained. I mean, in college days, I know Java, SQL. Okay, but what my technology is Salesforce. This is the technology I have never heard of until and unless I've got this domain while I was in training. So I was like, what is this Salesforce? Now, totally, this will be a new concept to me because Salesforce in the last 4 years, I haven't heard only.
The term only you haven't heard.
Yeah, I haven't heard this term Salesforce only. It's basically a cloud-based technology. So after getting into it, after getting into training for 1 month to 1.5 months, I get to know here there is a special language of Salesforce that is Apex. This uses the concepts of Java.
Okay.
The basic concept like OOPs, basic concepts of Java. Another thing, there is a query editor. We say there we use SQL.
Okay.
See, Java and SQL are not directly related to my work, but Salesforce uses those. So more or less, if you have those basic knowledge in this 4 years, you will easily get to do a better in your life or in this technology. So this is the thing. If I didn't know that Java and SQL, then I would have made a blunder.
Yes.
So that has helped me to go on.
Okay. Now, yes, in that computer science only, one of the most important thing is the concept of programming. Now, what being in an industry for almost about 1 year, going to be almost 1 year, what do you think that a student, when he's being as a graduate, what or how many minimum languages he should be very much strong about in order to survive in the market for the upcoming years?
See,
How is
as
the
I
importance
said,
of language, or in one word, importance of language?
see, the importance of language is really very much. Okay, so see, I knew Java. I also know, sorry, I know Java. C++ is almost OOP concept. C is a basic thing. Okay, so apart from this, our BTech curriculum, I have got to know something about Python. Python, I am not so good at it. So the thing is that whatever you do, you have to learn. You have to focus on that thing. The basics, if you see Java, C++, not I will say Python. Python is also a growing language, I will say. Those are important. But now what I am doing, what language I am working on is Apex. I have never heard of it. So these uses the concept of Java and JavaScript. So since I knew those Java and a bit of JavaScript, that helped me. And in the interview, see what I will say. In the interview, if you know something, then write that thing only. If you know only Java, then write Java only. That will, I think, help. And that will be a positive thing. If you don't know anything and if you write, then you know that can do a blunder also.
Yes.
So like this Java, Python, C, those are very much important, and it
Okay.
will help in the long run also.
Okay. Now, how do you see yourself as a career development in which you are working upon? You are working upon on a very new concept that is very new to the market. So, how you can see yourself developing yourself in this long run?
See, first of all, I would like to say what my technology is. Okay, so Salesforce is a CRM technology. CRM means customer relationship management. So we often say in every business, customers are number one priority. So this means that if you have to grow, you have to grow your business. You have to benefit from all aspects. So you need to know well about your customers. So this Salesforce helps you to get a 360 view of a customer. Now this is a totally cloud-based. Only you have to have a laptop and internet connection and nothing else. So that is why you can work from anywhere around the world. Now possibilities of growth, I will say the job profiles provided under its ecosystem, in Salesforce ecosystem, there you can be an administrator, a developer, an admin, an architect. There are many roles. So I have been trained under an administrator. So the thing is that since there are so many roles, you can focus on anything. or you can have a 2 3 roles also you can manage. If you are a developer, you can do an administrator thing also, or an architect thing also. The thing is that since there are so many roles, so you can grow better in in whatever role you want. So the growth and possibilities in this career is huge, I will say, because I didn't knew about this. After I've been trained on this, my colleagues, my team leaders, they have been saying that this is the most trending technology I've been trained under. So let's see, let's hope for the best. Let's do my work now so that I can have a better future in
Yeah,
Salesforce.
obviously. Yeah. Now let's shift our focus towards the academics part. So, final year project is one of the most important concept in BTech. So, according to you, what is going to be the topic selection for the final year project, which is going to be a market related or something which is related to our curriculum or something which is to trending? So, what a student should approach, as approach of the student should be in selecting the final year topic?
So truly speaking, in college, we have been guided with our mentor, by our mentor. Okay, so he has helped us a lot. So he has given us also many topics. What we did was, as we have seen that 70% of the people, 70% of the groups are going with IoTs. So since IoT is very common, means in CSE, so we thought, why to go with an IoT? Let's do something about machine learning, because that will be unique from
Yes,
others.
yes,
If you see 70% going with IoT, and if you suddenly you see something some group is doing apart from it, we wanted to do something different from the others. So we did a project on machine learning. That was also a very basic project. So that could have been could have been done more, but since college the times, at the last moment we do everything. That was the thing. So we have implemented a project on machine learning. So there was much more to be implemented, but since we had less time, so whatever we done was unique apart from others. So I will say, you can go with the technology when you're choosing a final year project of what to do. You're going with the means trending technologies, or you can be, thoda hatke.
yeah,
So this attracts actually.
yeah, yeah,
If you do something different, that attracts.
yeah.
So
Now,
that's the thing.
yeah, now Shayok, you got this. You appeared for interview for this job profile. So, can you share your experience of what the process that you have undergone while entering or getting selected to Cognizant?
See, Cognizant basically took us that MCAT exam,
Yes.
MCAT exam. With that MCAT exam, so we had an exam on 19 January
19,
2018, I think. 18,
18.
yes. Yeah, 18. We had our exam in our college. So first that's the first level. There we had
2000, just a second, 2018.
basics just, huh? Sorry?
2018. 2018. 2018 means you are in just end of it,
Sorry,
start of
sorry,
sixth
19,
semester.
19, that, yes, 19. So the first level is that basically those initial, that what we say.
Once verbal
Yeah,
reasoning.
yes, that all. And there we used to. I have seen my juniors asking what the programs will come. See, the thing is that we didn't get any programs.
Okay.
If a developer debugs the program, I think that is a more helpful, because a program you can write everything from scratch. If you
Okay.
are given to write from a scratch, you can write it easily. But if
Okay.
a well-made program, if I have to find what's the error in it, that's the main thing, and that's a big challenge. So we have got 7 programs. So I think I did 4. Only 3 were selected from the first round.
Okay.
The active round, you said, and reasoning, logical reasoning. And
Mm-hmm.
since CTS, CTS, Accenture, this prefers English. So they have given an essay writing, something like that. So we 3 got selected from first round, and the next round was our interview, direct interview. So in interview, after almost 4:30, when 2 of my friends already finished at around 1, I went at 4:30. So Since they've mentioned that CTS focuses on English, speaking English fluently, so what I did was I thought that whatever I do, if I can explain it or not, I will explain my fourth year project in English very fluently.
Okay.
Means I will say everything in English and whatever what the possibilities, any type, any kind of description, everything in English. So my 10 minutes went there only,
Okay.
explaining my fourth year project, elaborating everything. Okay.
Okay.
Then they gave me a program using do while loop. I don't remember. Yes, do while loop and a very basic questioning of networking.
Okay.
So that three I have done. Done with it. Then suddenly I got a call from this HR, the HR round. Then I knew that people say generally when you're called for an HR round, generally you
Done.
don't get it. Yeah, it's almost done. You don't
Done.
get neglected there. So I was very happy. I went there. First and foremost thing they did sign on this agreement or something. They made to sign because there's a bond like this thing.
Okay.
We don't actually have a bond. Means still there is a thing.
Some description of the
So
companies. Yeah.
yeah, there also they didn't ask me a lot of questions. Just very basic questions about my mobile phone. That if you don't have, suppose you are working in such a situation, it is said that you don't have to keep your mobile phone with you. What will you do?
Okay. Situation
These
based
are very
questions.
yeah
Yeah.
situation based question in HR round. So that's a very basic question, and yes, I have passed and made it.
Next round is
That's it.
celebration.
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, Sharik, I think it's a unique experience because last about the experience I had during my show, but this is one of the unique experience that I've had so far. Just okay now, coming towards this, the last question I will open up for this session to you. That how do you feel, or what is your experiences of being a part of this show, and what will be your message to the audience?
See, the thing is that this is a very great initiative we have brought up. See, what we see means very different experiences in YouTube or any other platforms. Whatever we see, those are very professional. Those are very much professional. People don't get to know actually their real struggle.
Yes, exactly.
But what you do, like me, my other friends, whoever has interviewed with you, so people are getting to know the real struggle whatever they have gone through, because in a professional videos you will not get to know exactly what a man is going under. So this is a great initiative. Kudos. And our my message to the audience, what will be, means focus on it, means whatever you're doing, focus on that thing and love whatever you're doing. If you don't love, you will not get that willingness to do.
Willingness to do, yeah.
So this is the main thing. Always focus on whatever you're doing. I know this is sounding very much professional, I will say, but I have also not gone the same situation. But I will insist others to go through, because that will be a betterment for themselves only.
Oh. Okay, thank you so much, Shayok, for this session. It's a lovely session with you. Yes, after a
Thank
long
you, Rohan.
time, yes, this kind of session, I've also enjoyed this session a lot. So, yes, I will ask the viewers to have to it, listens to what Shayok told about. He's given very details about the what he has undergone himself from starting from his BTech curriculum to his journey towards the Cognizant. So in between, he has given a very detailed overview with respect to every market, his job profile, and as well as the academics also. So have a view to it. If you have any comments, ask in the comment section. And that's all for the present episode. We will meet in the next episode from another candidate from another field. Thank you.
Thank you.